What you try to do is identify win-win solutions to the extent possible. There's an economist, Jacob Vigdor, at Duke, who's done a lot of fascinating work, as you know, about teacher salaries, teacher compensation in North Carolina. Now, for a conservative or libertarian, your impulse might be, gosh, we really need to introduce market principles into the space, and that's certainly something that I believe. But between here and there, there are a lot of students who are in public schools and who I think have good reason to want those schools to be of better, higher quality. So what are some incremental things that we can do that are not necessarily too threatening, but that can improve the workings of our schools at the margin? That's a kind of thing that Republicans need to think about more seriously. One issue with small government Republicans is that we oftentimes talk in these very big, ambitious, sometimes even apocalyptic ways. And I think the problem is that, well, yeah, you can say I want small government, but then say nothing about the actual workings of the public schools and Medicare and what have you. And really, then you're not really relevant to people's lives. And so then it sounds a lot like hot air rather than like the kind of thing that's really going to be bettering the lives of your average middle-income voter. So that's why you really need to talk about those intermediate cases, those thorny cases where you can't just simply say, let's get rid of government altogether, but rather, well, what can we do to introduce some market principles at the margin, to make the public sector more responsive and more efficient, and really demonstrate that, hey, wait a second, you don't have to go from 0 to 60 in sort of 2 seconds. You can actually do something that's incremental that really makes a positive difference.